What is going on, guys? We are back playing some more Surviving with Thaumcraft 5. Now today, guys, we have a lot of work to do because we're going to be starting to do infusions, which means we have to set up the infusion altar, and that is the main reason that I have cleared out a ton of extra space over here. The altar is going to be going somewhere in this area, but along with that, we're going to be resetting up the Essentia distillation setup along with a bunch more void jars because we're going to be getting the Essentia from the void jars to go into the infusion altar. That's how it's going to work. So we got to get all those working together over here. We got to do a little bit of research. We already have most of the infusion research that we're going to need, but we are going to be making the boots of the traveler today, which I think is going to be awesome because they're super useful. I love the auto step up, all that good stuff. They're pretty much Etho's favorite thing aside from the equivalent exchange cap for the wands. But first off, we need to get the research. So these are the boots of the traveler research right here, and then this is the research for the magic tallow, which we're going to be using to make candles, because you can place a lot of different things around the outside of an infusion altar to boost the stability of it by putting symmetrical things. You can put skulls, you could put the candles, lots of different things around the outside just to make it to make it more stable. And we're going to be using the candles because they're really easy to do. So we got those two things to research. I also need to refill my scribing tools. They had just ran out while I was doing this research, and I had to swap my other ones in. But here we go, learn both of these. And the first thing that we can do is go to the magic tallow. And these are really easy to make. They just require rotten flesh and some ignis, and it makes a magic tallow. We're going to need 4 of these, and luckily I do have 4 rotten flesh. I have a lot of stuff in here today because we do have a lot of work to do. But we got the 4 rotten flesh, and I have 2 coal, which should be enough to get that. I finally made an infinite pool in the base so that we can get water in here for the crucible, but we can throw that in there and get the rotten flesh in. So coal, rotten flesh, there we go, 4 magic tallow, and now we can come over, and I believe they need, is it string? I think that's what they need. I think that's why I have the 2 string there, and oh, it's like this. What am I thinking? Okay, so we got the white candles. So we need 4. The whole idea is that you want it to be symmetrical. We're going to put them at the corners of it. So that's nice. We have those, and we can just pocket those until later. So now we got to do a lot of crafting to make the stuff for the infusion altar. So we can come down to the infusion tab. Now, if you didn't see last episode, I did research infusions in the last episode because you need to research the infusions to get the Essentia transfusion. So you can see the research back in the last episode if you want that. But for this, we pretty much need to make night ore. We need a lot of shards, and then we need some stone bricks to make the matrix. You only need 1 matrix, and then the rest of it is just going to be making a lot of arcane stone. Now, the arcane stone is super easy to make. You can see it right up here, and it's pretty much just stone surrounding pretty much any shard. And I have a lot of earth shards, so I just got all this stone. We're going to turn all of this into the arcane stone. I don't think we actually need that much. We can turn, I think that should be good right there. Yeah, that should be fine. So what we need to do is get the arcane stone. We're going to need a little bit of arcane stone, but then along with that, we need to go to uses for this, and we need to make it into, where is it? Not the focal manipulator. It needs to be right here. So the arcane pedestal, I believe we're going to need 9 of these. You're going to need 8 to actually surround the infusion altar. That's where you're going to place a lot of your items on them. And then you need 1 in the center, which is where your main item is going to go. And it pretty much is the center of the infusion altar. It's what the runic matrix is going to sit on top of. So that requires 1 set of the stone slabs. So throw these in there, make the stone slabs. Oh wait, that's 1 set per. So that means we got to do a lot of sets. Yeah, we got to do 8 sets. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I think that should be good. Now we can spread these out like this, go like this, and grab the 9 arcane pedestals and pull this out real quick and let this recharge. Now we need to work on the runic matrix, which we're going to have to put this one in for, I believe. I think it needs 105, I want to say ordo for it. But for this one, it's going to be some bricks around the outside. So you just got to do the simple stone to stone brick. We're going to need 1 night ore in the center. And if you don't know how to make these, it's pretty much just glowstone put into the crucible with a couple different aspects. And we can use earth shards again for this. They don't need to be different. And there we go. It does require 105 ordo, so we do need this wand in there. Pull this one out. This one should be recharged. And now we can actually go and start constructing this. So the main idea that I'm having for it, oh gosh, okay, so yeah, just ignore that, okay, so the main idea is going to be having this wall for the jars, and then the setup for the distillation is going to be somewhere right over here, and the actual altar is going to be right over here. That's why I kind of opened this space up a little bit more. So let's try putting these right up against a wall. So I'm thinking we want to leave one space over here. Let's try it like this. So pretty much this is going to be, no, we have to move it in one. So like right here. I think this should be good. Okay, so if we go in the book, we can actually see the setup for this. So we got to scroll over a little bit. So this is the setup for the infusion altar itself. This is what the center is going to look like, and then this is what it's going to look like in the end. Right here, they only have 4 pedestals, but what we're doing today is going to require 8, 2 on each side, of course. So we're going to start it out like, I think we can do it like this. We could actually move it over one if we really wanted to, but we can do it like this. I think this should be fine. So set it up like this, put all of these around the outside. The whole idea is symmetry. That's the big thing with all of this. That's how you add stability to it, because when there's instability, that can cause issues. So we'll cover that in a little bit. But the whole idea is we got the arcane pedestal here, and then you have to place down a block. You're going to have to shift click, because right clicking on a pedestal will put the block there. Oh gosh. And then shift clicking will get it off with nothing in your hand. But the runic matrix does need to go... What? Need to go up one. Looks really awesome. Then you mine out this block, take your wand, and no, you don't right click on that. You shift right click on it. What? Am I missing something? Okay guys, so we are back. I think I figured out what the issue was. I was having a little bit of trouble actually getting this to form into the infusion altar, and I believe it was because I had a torch down over here, right in between these 2 arcane stone. So I think that was causing an issue, but now we should be able to... Oh no, not that. We right click on the runic matrix, shift right click on it, and boom, there we go. We now have the infusion altar. Looks pretty darn awesome. We've got all the arcane pedestals around it. Just beware of torches causing issues. I guess it needs to have air blocks in between them. Completely unbeknownst to me. But yeah, so now we have this thing. So we should be pretty good to go to actually start crafting the boots of the traveler. But we need to throw down the... different jars that we have over here. So a lot of them already have stuff in them. Not all going to be useful today, but we need to throw down these jars just because this is where the essentia is going to come from when it goes to the infusion altar. So we can throw them down over here. I guess we could stack them 4 high. I don't see any issue with that. Shift click on them just so that we can stack them on top of each other like so. And there we go. So those should be in range of this, and it's pretty much a 16 block range when we set up the distillation setup over here, which we can quickly grab right now. Super easy to actually move this and set it up now. I guess we can put it like right here. Actually, we have to move it out 1 from the wall, just so that we can fit some stuff behind it. But we can throw the slurry pumps down on the side again. We can throw down the alembics on top, and lastly, we just have to throw down the essentia transfusers on the back of this. Oh, there's a torch there. Torches are causing so many problems today, getting in the way of everything. Okay, there we go. Also, yeah, I guess it's fine over here. I don't want to throw down a torch over here in case I mess something else up. But now what we need to do is, these are completely useless for today. We got to grab out the alumentum, throw that back in here too. And now we're ready to go, because we are going to have to get a lot of different types of essentia stored over here for crafting the boots of the traveler. That's why I have so many feathers in here and wooden trapdoors, because we are going to need 25 modus and I don't even know what the feather one is called, but we're going to need 25 of both of those for the traveler boots. But we have the enchanted fabric, and we need to make 2 of these. It's really easy to make. It's just going to require some wool and some string. 2 of those, so we got that right here. And those are going to be used again for crafting the boots of the traveler. And then we also have all this stuff down here. So we've got the air shards for it, we've got the fish for it, we've got the feather for it, and then we have leather to make leather boots. These are what are going to go in the center, so grab those out. And we can throw down the 4 candles now in the corners. So I guess this is actually kind of odd, because I don't have, if we look in the Thaumanomicon and go to infusions and flip over, you can see that they're in each corner with this setup. But in this setup right here, I guess we do have access to the corners right there, 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 and there. Hopefully these don't cause fires. I don't think they would cause a fire. I really hope they don't cause a fire. But we should be good on that front now, and we can grab out the rest of this. Man, I don't know why I have so much night ore. I thought I was going to use it for other stuff. I made so much of that. Okay, but now we need to go back to the Boots of the Traveler, and you can see this is the whole setup right here. So each of these are going to have to go on their own pedestal, and then the leather boots are going to have to go in the center. And you can see right here it has Modus and Valtus. Okay, so we need to go over here, and we need to throw in all these feathers, and I think it should be able to make it to their jars over there. Yep, it should be good to go in this one. And the nice thing about this is, unlike the Crucible, we don't need to worry about excess. Obviously, we are getting flux into the atmosphere, but we are able to capture all of the essentia that comes out of these. We're not going to lose any, and it should be relatively quick. And then we have to throw in the 25 trapdoors. Really not that many great ways to get Modus as far as I'm aware. Trapdoors are they're a little bit nicer because they're a little bit more effective than regular doors as far as I'm aware. I don't even know. Yeah, I can't even see it over here to be able to tell you guys. But yeah, so once we get 25 of each of these, we should be good. Oh, we only have 23 of that. Good golly gosh, no. I really hope this one feather is enough. It should possibly give us 2. I forgot it's not 100% of the time. If not, I'm going to have to go out and kill a chicken, unless anything else in here can help us out with that. Does not look like it. I might even need to make some more trapdoors. I forgot it's not 100% of the time. I do need to make some more trapdoors. Okay, let's hope this gets it for us. Oh, it looks like it got some. Oh, it only got 24. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to hop off camera then, go kill some chickens and stuff, and then we'll be back. Okay guys, so we're back again, and I think we should have enough trapdoors and enough feathers to finish this up. Unless we get extremely unlucky, we can throw the feathers in there first. This should put us significantly over. Not significantly, but it should put us a little bit over. And then we can throw the trapdoors in there. I also have one regular door if we need it. I don't think we should, unless we get really unlucky. We only need 6 more of this. Okay, we got a lot of the Valtus, but okay, so that looks like it's going good. We must have gotten so unlucky initially, but now we can start laying things out. So again, the whole idea of this is symmetry, and I guess we can go in the Thaumonomicon and go to Infusions and look at the whole idea of symmetry, but it says a lot of different things can happen. Items can pop off. If you take too long, the longer it takes, essentially, the worse it gets, because, you know, items can pop off and then it can't complete. You know, you can run out of different essentia or V, stuff like that, and then something bad can happen. So a lot of that stuff can be fixed with things being more stable, which comes from symmetry, whether it be the pedestals, the things around it, the infusion itself. All that stuff is taken into account. So if we look at Boots of the Traveler, the instability is negligible. A lot of other infusions are going to have very high instability, but we still want to try and keep things symmetrical. So we have 33 of that, 32 of that. We should be good to go. So we can just right click these all onto pedestals. And one thing I want to try and do is keep things symmetrical even when it comes to setting these up. So, you know, you can throw down enchanted fabric. I'm not sure if this is necessarily important. I believe it is to have items kind of opposite each other, but I don't think it's important to have the same item opposite itself. So that's not really important. Oh my gosh. I used the feather that we were supposed to use for this. I need to go kill another chicken. I can't believe I did that, unless we have another one over here. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, it looks like we're taking a little trip. We're taking a trip, outside, and we're going to go kill some chickens. They're over this hill right here. There was just a massive herd of chickens. It's very rare in this series that I'll venture out into the out of doors. But where's a chicken? Should be one right down here. Where are you, chicken? Here we go. Here we go. It's time to die. Give me that feather. It's mainly because for some reason, I guess it's when I'm loading in different blocks, I seem to get these really big stutters when I'm outside the base. I don't know what I'm loading in. It might be fixed if I just up my render distance, but I assume it's just loading in different chunks. And I'm getting these very, it's jumpy frames. Oh gosh, gotta jump down. Okay, so now we're back. Oh no, now we're back in the house. We're good to go. Keep on putting items up there. So we got the fish, and then we have the feather, and these need to both go up there. Okay, so feather, fish. That should be good. So now what we can do is, I believe we go back to the infusions. Once it is all gathered, you can click on the runic matrix with a wand to start the crafting process. So there we go. It tells us what it needs. It's got a really awesome animation, some cool sounds. Let's make sure no items are falling off. Those are still on there. Awesome. Now you would pretty much pick up the items and put them back on the pedestal. Okay, now it's sucking out the second set of, or the second aspect it needs. And all is looking good. All is looking good. And now it sucks in the items, consumes them, not popping onto the ground, they're just getting consumed. It's really awesome animation for this thing. I love it so much. And then we will have our boots of the traveler, which is going to be awesome. And there we go, boots of the traveler. And then we just right click and boom, we now have those. We can take off the thaumium boots, throw on the boots of the traveler, and now we're faster. We have auto step up. Yeah, we can test it on that. It doesn't really matter over here. We got the wood slabs, but yeah, auto step up. Very, very nice. This was actually a ton of fun to make. I love using this thing. I've never actually gotten to use it that much, but we're going to be using this a ton in the future. So this is also one of the most important things when it comes to later in the game Thaumcraft, along with the Essentia distillation. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you found it informative or entertaining in any way, please feel free to give it a like, as it does help me out a lot, and I will talk to you guys later.